when did you feel that angels were around you when you were in jail? Were you not afraid? Because again, jail is a pretty tough place and pretty scary. And it might feel tough to even keep your faith alive within that vicinity. So how did you adapt?
Yeah, you're right about that. And a lot of people didn't. A lot of people, grumbled or, what you can imagine when you're in jail. But I found angels around me with the volunteers that came in. That's where that's where I knew Grace Church to begin with. Jenny Hayward was there. Lisa Bennett and the Serendipity Circle wrote letters that I responded to. That's how I first became acquainted with Grace United Methodist. And it was those angels that got us through our hard times when I got out. And again, brought me to Grace and gave me the grace to be part of Grace. So there were other volunteers too. There was a lot of volunteers from All Saints Catholic Church, and I would live for the moments where I could talk to them and feel more human, more involved in reality. Jail kind of displaces you from feeling like you're a part of something. It's very dehumanizing. So it was wonderful when those angels would take their time from their real lives to come in for an hour into a place where they didn't know if they were being appreciated or not. You're in a whole different atmosphere. So these women would come in there to give their time to try to give these other people some joy or some kind of compassion. And that hit me. So that to me is just very angelic and very, it's what kept me going, knowing that people cared enough to come in there and spend their time. So, and I still talk to like a woman, her name is Fran, and she's now in Alabama, but we still talk to her, and she still is. We bonded so well when we were in there, when I was in there, that we're still friends to this day. Same with Lisa Bennett. She's in North Carolina now, but we talk almost every day, and those are the angels that I feel are surrounding me here on earth all the time.
So it's a great joy that you're here talking to us after you finally left jail.
Thank
Uh,
you.
um, Not many people know what you do on this Zoom call. So how were you able to give back after you left jail?
Well, I've had a great time doing that. Like I said in one of the other questions, I can't forget that these people gave up their time for me, or for any of us. That's maybe other people don't feel that way, but I do. I cannot forget what other people have done for us. And even when I got out and we were living in a hotel and couldn't get a job, couldn't, blah, blah, all this terrible things. And here along comes Grace United Methodist, people we didn't even know, paid our rent, gave us clothes, gave us food. And I can't forget that either. And also know that I'm much more lucky than most. The jail, the system itself people go in and out, in and out, in and out. And I did myself, but that was before I was wrapped up in this beautiful love that God sent to me to save me and to set me on a path. So I have to give back for that. I just have to. I could not turn my cheek or turn my head to somebody else who I know didn't get the same chance I did, who wasn't as blessed as me to have a whole church rally around me and take care of me, So I started the jail ministry, and to me, that was trying to help these other people that were still there or who got out. And I did the Pen Pal project, and we did put toiletry kits together and things like that. But as it's evolved, and now with COVID, in my mind, it's a transition, and anybody can qualify for a transition, whether it's you lost your job, your spouse passed away, you got out of jail. There's so many things that are a transition in all ages and stages of our lives. So this transition ministry, we've kind of segued. Jail ministry is still a part of it, and I do separate things, you know, jail related and re-entry related. But the transition itself is how we feel like we can really reach out to our entire local community. And we've been doing that with, well, in all sorts of ways. But during this COVID mess with the quarantine and all, nobody being able to see anybody, I've still had my patio open. You know, Kelly and I have been taking donations, and people have been giving us clothes and shoes and blankets and kitchen utensils and anything other people need that they don't need anymore. And then I'm finding people, you know, I'll empty my patio and then it'll fill back up again. And I feel blessed to be able to do that and to be in a community like Grace, who is so eager to help others. So with that in mind, our next focus is a coat and blanket drive. And we're going to be doing that November 14th from 9 to 1. We're going to do it in the parking lot, the upper parking lot of Grace. It's one day, rain or shine, for 4 hours. Congregants are going to drop off coats and blankets. And then in the afternoon, the several groups that I'm working with are going to come and pick them up.